Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. In today's video, we're going to continue talking about Python. And today we're going to be talking about Python in real work, a simple automation that saves time. Let's have a very quick review about what we talked last time. In the last video, we talked about Python fundamentals. And we talked about the Python has basic 4 building blocks: variable, and the variable, this is information, you store it. And then the condition, that's how the software will make a decision. And then loops, that's how you repeat the work. And then function, that's how you reuse information that you already stored in the software and name it by a name that you want. I recommend, if you didn't watch that video, please, you can just go back and watch it. Python is valuable because it can automate repetitive work, organize the information, and turn manual steps into repeatable process. What does it mean? It means that the Python will take the work that you keep doing it over and over and over, and will actually do it for you in a simple and organized way. So by this way, the process exactly the same. Can you do it yourself? Yes. But it will take you a long time, and that's what we're going to explain today. Python go through 4 different steps. Number 1, you give Python the file. Python will read it. Number 2, Python will check the data information inside this file. Number 3, Python will apply the rules that you give to Python with this data. Number 4, Python will create the summary for you the way you like it. So let's go through each one and let's see how Python does that. The first step, you give Python the file. You give it as CSV or a spreadsheet. You upload it, or you give Python the location. So then Python will read the file. This file could have information such as item name, status, budget, due date. Python will analyze all of this information and it will be ready for you. So with your request, what you want to do with this information. Python will take all of this information and analyze it in the background. Some of this information, it could be missing. Sometimes you provide a due date based on a certain date or today's date. Then you ask Python to give you the status of each of the items. Like just an example, like this is vendor review, it's missing. The budget for the report update is missing and it's overdue based on today's date. And then you ask Python to analyze all of this information for you. So Python will take all of this information and analyze it for you and apply rules. Whatever rules and filters and flag or whatever you want to give the Python will apply it and give you the summary. This summary, it could be like you have 185 files, you have 128 completed, 42 pending, and 15 missing. So Python will do all of this for you. But you are the one actually will give the Python the rules to do that, and that's what we're going to explain. So let's see a small example how how Python will work. You can say if status equal blank, and again, like if you remember from the last video, equal double equal, not single. So flag the item. And in Python, blank, you don't have to write blank. You can just put two double quotes with nothing between. I'm going to explain that in the next slide. And you also can say if due date less than today and status explanation mark complete, mark overdue. If the item is overdue, mark it as overdue based on today's date and based on the overdue date that I'm providing you. So let's see a real example here. This is real example from date, time, import date. So here what I'm saying, that first of all, date time is a built-in Python module for date and time. So this is something you bring it in. So I'm telling Python, let's go to date time module and bring in the date tool. So this is the first thing. So bringing the date tool. And then today equal date dot today. And by the way, you don't need to remember all of this code. It looks very complicated, but it's not really. You don't need to remember because you can ask the model, the one you're using, ChatGPT, Claude, or any other model to actually help you to write it down. So today equal today dot date dot today, and this is, I'm telling the Python store today's date in the variable today. And this is what we talked about it last time. This is a variable. So we're adding a variable to the code, the one we're writing. And then we're adding here some list of item. This list of item, each item is a dictionary with a name, status, and due date. So we're saying here in Python, we say dictionary. Dictionary is just an information that you provide to Python. So here he's saying the name, again, like here, I'm going through it like as architecture AI integration. So here we're saying name, submil 101, the status, there is no status, to double quote and nothing between. So the status is missing. And the due date, 2025 5/18, and then another dictionary item. This is for meeting minutes, status, and here I said there is actually here there is a status in progress, and this is the due date. Let's just make this a little bit bigger so you can see the whole date. 2026 5/7. And then the third item is a budget review, status pending, and the due date, and this 2026 6/1. And so we are analyzing this date based on today's date, and today's date is May 7, 2026. And I'm going to show that at the beginning of the report or the beginning of the console when I run this code. And now I'm saying to the software, I want you to itemize or to item two things. Number one, flag item and the overdue. So if I'm just saying, if the status is missing, so flag it as true. And that's here what I'm saying. Flag item equal false, and item overdue equal false. So I'm adding 2 fields to each item and set both to false by default. So what does it mean? So if it's missing, so it will be true. So, and if it's overdue, will be true. And here I'm saying if item status missing, so it is true. And then if item date, due date, less than the today, so equal complete, and the item will be true for overdue. So here in another way, I am saying that if the status is missing, so I want you to flag the item as true. And if the date is overdue, or the item is overdue by date, so I want you to flag it as true. So based on that, so this item here, this is here, the status is missing, so it's true. And we said today is May 7, 2026, so the overdue it is true. And here the second one, the status is here, so it is false because already there is a status, but still overdue. It's actually, this is today's date, so it is false because the date did not pass yet. The third item also is false because we have the flag item is showing, so it is not, it's a pending for the status. And then we have the date is not here yet, so it is also false. And then at the end, I said just print today. Today is today's date. And then I said also for item in item, print item, it means like print all of these and print the items inside the items. So I want you to have to print these and print the 2 items, for the flag the items and for the overdue items. And then when I run it, and that's where I get. So I get exactly what I said, and this is today's date, and this is all of this. So let's say this is here, the date is false because is today's date, so it's not overdue yet. You can say here, this is false. So if we just change this one to 2025, so it's overdue, and I run it, so this is the overdue, it changed automatically to be true, not false, because it's already overdue. But if I go here with the status, let's go with the status above, and I say, okay, status, look here, first of all, here, look, before it said the flag item is true, but here I change it and I put the status, so run it. So it became false. So that's how you change the items, and that's how Python work. It just work with multiple information. You provide it, analyze it, and then give you the information. It could give you this information that way, or can give it to you in a better way, or whatever actually you want. and now it's time for the output. You can ask Python to provide you a summary, report, or any other format that you want. You can ask Python to print the result. You can export it in a file and create a clean summary. You can just ask anything and the Python will do it for you. Let's just put everything together. So what we said here, we said Python turn repeated manual steps into structured, repeatable workflow by, first of all, read the file, check the data, apply the rules, and flag the issues, and then create the summary. Create the summary. Part of creating the summary, it could be printing also the result. So by using Python, you save time, you improve consistency because you have the same systematic way that it will go through every single item you have versus if you have it manual. So one time you do it a certain way and another time you do a different way, or if you have multiple people, they do multiple things, so they will do it different way. But with Python, we'll do it exactly the same way. And then the third item with the benefit of using Python is reduce manual work, because can you imagine, like, if you have to go through all of this analyzing, how long it will take. And then the last item, support better review. And that's it for Python. There is a lot of things when it comes to Python, but actually I summarized the whole idea of Python in these two videos, the video from last time that we talk about the building blocks and building, and the video from today, that's when we talked about the real work and automations. But there is so much between, and I thought, like, I'll give you this idea about Python software. It's not this hard. And I hope you enjoy the video and you learn something from it. And if you like it, please don't forget to like and subscribe. And we'll see you in the next video, and with something else with AI architecture integration. And thank you so much for watching.